everybody. Welcome to our new Pokemon game, the next one in the series to me. So, we would usually go to like Scarlet and Violet, um, but I think this is the next one in the series, and the next one in this series is coming out very, very soon. Um, I think the next Pokemon game that comes out is going to be another Legends game. Welcome to my realm, located beyond both time and space. It is well that thou art here. I am that which humans call Arceus. God? Now I wish to know thine appearance. Alright, so we're gonna go with that one. What is thy name? Oh, you can't even see the letters. It's just gonna be paused here for a second. Because for some reason the letters don't show up. Oops. There we go. I'm gonna go with our usual name. Lando. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokémon. Lando. Seek out all Pokémon, and thou shalt find me once more. So I love this game. It kind of had mixed reviews when it came out, but I got it like right when it came out, and I freaking love this game. It's so much fun. I love the catching mechanics. And it just kind of like makes you play it for a long time. And I'm not going to do my usual rules because it's like, oh, whatever generation we're playing, like I have to catch Pokemon from that generation. That's not happening this time. I'm going to catch whatever I want to try to have like a really good team. Because when I played this initially, I kind of did like a starter run where I just used my starter for everything. But I would like to branch out a little bit more and pick a different starter. Heck yeah. Love this. Wake up. Oh, do wake up, won't you? Are you alive, my boy? You gave me quite the shock falling from the sky like that. But thank goodness you seem unharmed. Who are you? I'd like to ask you the same. I mean, you fell out of the sky. Do you understand? Come now, who in the world does that? I must say your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? I don't know. I see. You seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer some directions? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? No, nowhere. So you don't know anyone here, and you don't even know where to spend the night. Well, this is a poor pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? I don't know what to do. I see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. Oh my, I'd completely forgotten. I had just caught up to these 3 runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you'd appeared here. Ah, but do you even know what a Pokemon is? Of course I do. My, that's a relief. Thought you fell from the sky. It seems we have come some common ground, eh? Yes, well, these 3 Pokemon belong to me, mysterious creatures that they are. Oh yes, and what might your name be? Oh, so you're called Lando. That name has quite the ring to it. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. Oh, but I do apologize. I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Leventon. I am something of a Pokemon professor. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon such as these 3 will... Oh, blast and bother, my darling Pokemon, why must you run from me again? Terribly sorry, but do you think you could help me round them up? I beg you. Wait, you 3, wait! Alright, so we can move now. And you can run. What's this? Oh, it's just my... Okay. You can save from that screen. But yeah, it's more like open world. And you can find items laying around. And I just love this game. I love how it plays. Ring, ring. There's a glowing, beeping object over there. Found something that resembles a phone. It's probably your phone, but it's changed shape. You feel a strange power emanating from it. A message appeared on the screen. I bestow upon thee this Arc phone, and thy mission, seek out all Pokemon. Alrighty. I think I know what starter I want. Alas, yet another miss. Aha, I'm glad you've come to my rescue. My new friend from the sky. I tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these 3 first. Now, that one is Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. That one over there is Cyndaquil. The fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it is surprised or irate. The Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can battle using the shell-like object on its belly. I picked Oshawott the first time I played this. Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing, how to go about catching Pokemon. Here you are, my boy. Pokeballs. Throw these at Pokemon to catch them. 50? Holy crap. Ah, but that won't do for an explanation, will it? I do apologize. Let me be more thorough. Now, I've mentioned already that Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's so strange about them, you ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to a minuscule size. And that's where Pokeballs come in. Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see. Throw one of them at a Pokemon, and... why, the Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the ball, comfy as can be. And with that, you've caught a Pokemon. I know we've just met, but I'm afraid I've no one else to turn to. I'd be awfully grateful if you could catch my 3 runaways. Now, the proper technique is to take aim at the Pokemon, then let the ball fly. It's quite simple. Though far be it from me to say so, I suppose given my own dire lack of skill in this area. Throwing Pokeballs. Hold down ZR to ready a Pokeball. Take aim. Keep moving around. Release the ZR to throw the Pokeball. Okay. So I want to catch Cyndaquil. Because I caught Oshawott last time, which is a really good Pokemon. But I like Cyndaquil. Yeah, we did it. Oh, wonderful, you've caught a Pokemon. Seems you've quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business. Jolly useful skill to have around here. Only 2 of my darling runaways left now. Still, this is most unusual. You don't seem fearful of Pokemon in the slightest. So I have to catch all of them, and then I will pick which one will be my partner. Sweet. I can hardly believe it. Incredible. You know, many people fear to even approach Pokemon. Never mind catch them. Bravo, indeed. Just one more to go. Let's wrap this up sharpish, shall we? Yeah, I guess I'll probably catch them all and then pick which one I want. Oh. Ah, yes, I'm afraid that can happen. Balls are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go. Headshot. That is a thing. If you, like, get headshots, you have a better chance to catch them. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, what a relief to have them all back. You see, the 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived at the village to help with our research. They won't listen to anyone. And as I mentioned, they bolted from the village almost as if they knew you'd come falling. But I must say, I was taken aback by how well you used your Pokeballs. How is it that you catch Pokemon so ably when you've only just arrived here? One can't help but think there's a reason you appeared here and now. Seek out all Pokemon. That object is an Arc Phone, you say? What an odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? If you'll indulge me for a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. Well, in the field, such a catalog is called a Pokédex. Yes, a proper Pokédex is a wonderful work of research, containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region. But in order to properly document Pokemon, one must, of course, catch them. And therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. Situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Come now, what do you say? Shall we help one another out, my boy? You've convinced me. And whoever and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We've a Pokédex to complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodgings and find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Follow me then, onward to Jubilife Village. Ooh, ominous. Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young man was of great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing him into the village for a bit. Yeah, it's a cool little place. This way, if you please. Jubilife Village, it's come a long way thanks to the fine people of the galaxy something. This road we're on now is known to the locals as Canala Avenue. The village was built scarcely 2 years ago. There's much to do yet, and not many to do it. And since we know little of the local Pokemon, people hesitate to set foot outside the village. Now that impressive building up ahead is Galaxy Hall, headquarters for this entire outfit. Oh, botheration. I'd almost forgotten. I need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might I ask you to wait for me at the canteen? Just past this bridge there, and then to the left. The Wallflower, it's called. Your arc phone is beeping. Somehow it seems to show where you need to go next. Oh. Cool. So it's got quest markers. I love the fact that you can sprint. Well, now, aren't you awfully suspicious? The wallflowers for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. Who are you? I've never seen anyone dressed like you are. What if you were attacked by a Pokémon? You'd be mincemeat in those flimsy clothes. If the guard let you through, you must have ties with somebody in the village. Perhaps you've met Professor Leventon? He's a scholar from a faraway place. His Pokemon do get away from him at times, though. It makes me a bit worried for him. I suppose I'm hardly one to talk. I've had some trouble with Pokemon myself. I was hit by a Pokemon move called Thunder Shock not long ago, and I had to take to my bed. But the professor, well, I do wonder how long he'll last. Fortunately, it's just as Akari says. I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Mildly? Oh, I didn't realize. Professor! Everything will be quite all right now. Lando here has agreed to help us with our Pokedex. Excuse me, you plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps? You can't just slap a badge on whoever you like without Captain Silene's permission. I'll allow it. Captain Silene? Assuming the individual can contribute to Survey Corps, that is. I am the captain of Galaxy Team's Survey Corps. You may call me Silene. Professor Leventon has told me how you helped secure his Pokemon when they slipped his control. Now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You look to be about 15 or so. Quite old enough to work for your keep. But we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us, without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Oh, most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. That's quite all right. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. Aloof, as always, I see. Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation, then, eh? Any old chum? The usual potato mochi, if you please, but make it for 3 today. Or mochi. Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never fails to please. Professor Leventon, where exactly did you meet our visitor here? Well, you know of that great hole in the sky, the one people call the space-time rift? Our new friend fell right out of it. You can't be serious. Come now, I am a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself only with facts. Now, you already know there are many Pokemon here in the Hisui region. That there are, in the grass and forest, by water, or wherever they like. Our job as a Survey Corps is to research them and find out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. It's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they might possess or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. But that's where Lando will come in. We successfully caught 3 Pokemon, 3 of them in quick order, you understand. Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of a feat such as that. This means we can finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest. 3? We have hard enough time catching even 1 when wild Pokemon come after us. Well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. But the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well, and it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi, you know. The slow progress on that Pokedex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Now have your fill, Endo. And think, if you make it into the Galaxy team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. This team provides for all its members' needs, even if said member fell out of the sky. That was quite delicious indeed. Yes, the food was lovely, but more importantly, you do remember that Lando has a trial to pass to join the Survey Corps, don't you? Not to worry, I have complete confidence in Lando's skills. I keep missing who's talking. Let's hope it's not misplaced. Lando, was it? For tonight, at least, we will provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. But if you fail to pass the trial we put to you tomorrow, you must move on. You will be expelled from the village to meet your fate and perhaps your death in the wilds. Captain Silene's somewhat like Hisui in that they're both quite harsh. Now, she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, eh? It's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. I imagine our new friend has enough falling for one day. And with that, I bid you both a good night. Yes, good night. A rift in the sky, people falling from it. The world is full of mysteries. Alright. Well, I'm going to save. Cool. And then we will continue this in the next one. So thanks for watching, and I will see you then.